Hey guys, and sorry for that scary eyes. I'm putting them and they have scary music. So, these are 4 scary stories. And one of them is true personal. And the 3 rest might be true, but are originally fake. Story 1. I was walking home from school. Then I saw this guy smoking. Then I was walking and then I noticed that I had the feeling of being watched. I was so scared that I looked around me and then I saw that guy. And he said with a raspy voice, "Hey, want a cigarette?" I was like, "No, I don't want a cigarette." But he insisted that I had a cigarette. He said, "If you don't have a cigarette, you won't live." I was so creeped out by now that I was running to my house. I kept on walking. I didn't run. I was so scared. But when I was so close to my house, I felt an arm grab my shoulder. I was creeped out when I saw the man. He told me with a raspy voice, "You should have accepted that cigarette. What did I tell you?" Then I bit him in the arm and then I started running. Then I was screaming. Tried to open the door to my house, but I forgot I left it locked. Then I figured out, where's the key? And then I figured out there was a key under the carpet. And then I flipped the carpet and then I grabbed the key quickly and opened the door as quick as possible. And then I went inside and locked the door. I locked every single door and was in the living room waiting for my mom. I called her instantly and told her what happened. She said to call the police as quick as possible. I called the police, informed them. I looked out the window and saw the man. He was staring into me. Then he was trying to break down the door. But the police arrived over in 2 minutes because there was a patrol nearby. Then they caught the man. They told me that he was a kidnapper and he had kidnapped way too many kids and he tortured them and then killed them. I never saw the man again, but the last time I saw him was when the police were taking him away. He gave me a stare. I got so creeped out at that. I never went walking home ever again. I always told my mom to pick me up. Second story. I was in Walmart and then I decided to go to the toys alley. When I saw this man, he asked me, "Do you like Legos?" And I told him, "Yeah." And then he asked me, "Well, you should come over because my child has a lot of Legos. He has like 1,000,000 and he has 100 figurines. So you should probably come over and play with him. Do you want to come with me?" I said, "No, I have to go with my mom. And I live quite far away." But then he gave me a smile. I smiled back, but then I went directly to my mom and told her. And when we came back, he was gone. We told the manager of the store, and he said they would look through the cameras and see where he went. Then when we were paying, I asked my mom if I could go see a couple. I wish I never did this. I wish I never went to see the t-shirts. When I went to see the t-shirts, I saw the man. He grabbed me by the shoulder and said, "You should have listened to me." He had a very weird voice when this time he talked to me. I was so scared. Then I saw my mom, and my mom screamed at him and told the manager, and she called the police. He never got caught. Who knows what he would have done to me? To this day, I'm scared to hell that I see that man again. Who knows what he could have done? He could have killed me. Who knows? Kidnapped me. Well, I will never know. Story 3. I was in a campfire at my house. We were having meat. We were cooking meat. This is my personal story. And we ran out of wood, so me and my friend decided to go far away for wood. We saw no wood, but we were scared because it was night. Then we looked for sticks. We found a little bit of sticks that were tiny. Then when we were near the house, my friend screamed he saw a man with a sharp object and looked metal. I didn't believe him, but we ran as fast as we could. We got home, and then we never told our parents. And then we went to the front, and there he was. In the corner, we saw a man standing next to a tree. We went to the backyard as fast as we could, and we never saw him again. My personal story was so scary, but it should be scarier for my friend. He actually saw the man. I never saw the sharp object, but who knows, it could have been a knife and he could have killed us. My friend said he was smiling at us. I got so creeped out at him. I never went out alone at night. Or this story is really creepy. I was going to the store. By this time I was 18 years old. I went by myself with my new car. Then I saw this lady. She was old and she was leaving the store, but I stayed for over 5 more minutes. And then I went to my car and drove back home. I noticed something was weird around my car. Because when I got to my car, the air conditioning was switched to hot. I had it on cold for one reason. That's because I was hot. At home, we don't have a lot of air conditioning. I got so creeped out, but I thought I had just forgot that. I went back home, and then when I opened the car door, I noticed some weird smell coming from the back. I opened the back door and I saw the woman, the old lady, right there sitting. She was smiling at me. She was grinning. I got creeped out as hell. I went inside of my house, locked every single door. Then I called the police and they arrived in 5 minutes. But another thing, before calling the police, I checked through the peephole through my door. And the lady was out the car that fast. And then what I saw scares me to this day. She had a knife. She was holding a knife. Who knows if I had never gotten out of the car as quick as possible, because my home was so close, I would have died. Because when the police arrived, They caught the lady. They informed me she was a serial killer. A serial killer that had been killing young people, young teenagers like me. Whenever they were in the store, she went into the car. Then whenever they left, she would kill them when they get home. The thing that scares me to this day is her smile, her grin. It's just too creepy. I wish I had never been in that grocery store. Enjoyed that video. The third story was my personal story, and I got really creeped out. But it's mostly of my friend because he saw him twice. I never saw him the first time. I saw him the second time, but I never saw him with the sharp object. I got so creeped out. So, the fourth story is really creepy. But the one that because I feel like the first, second, and third story, my story is the creepiest of all. Now, I hope none of you ever have this type of stories. Well, goodbye, and I'll record later on. And I will do a lot more of scary stories, but this video was just too creepy. Now, if you're not big of scary fans, well, if you guys don't like scary stuff, then don't watch any more of these, or else I will get you. Nah, just kidding. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.